development. Nate just turned 18 years old, so he's really young. I'm looking for him to be one of those like immediate impact freshmen in the country.
Not that those rankings mean anything, but do you see these guys as top 100 type guys in the country?
I do. I mean, that's definitely where they're at. I think before the end of the season, they'll have a great senior year. They know where they're going to school, and I think they're going to have they'll have an impact nationally.
How much of a size or priority for you and your staff after like Pascal left? What's that?
Well, we address size.
Yeah.
I mean, next year we had a lot of returning guys, but at the same time, with the climate of college basketball, the unexpected is always there. You just never know.
Right. So,
if you have a chance to protect your front court, which is really, really hard to get, you do that. And in 2018, we lose all those guys up front. So, you want a year to mature them and hopefully be ready to go by the time they're sophomores to, hopefully try to become pros.
Is it possible this is it for 2017, or are you still looking?
It's never over. Recruiting is an everyday battle. I say it all the time. It's like oxygen. If you don't have it, you can't live. You don't recruit, you won't live.
How much has Ivan kind of been helpful? Obviously, his connections down there.
Our entire staff has been really good. The addition of Jeff last year and Ivan on the road this year, Brian. I think collectively they've done a great job, and it's a reason why I think we're recruiting at a high level.
Game time. You're ready to start this.
We are. We're excited about it. Vermont is. I think Vermont will be an NCAA team. They're favored to win their league. They're very efficient offensively. They have a lot of veterans back. They shoot the three ball extremely well. They're a high efficiency offensive team. Pass, catch, shoot, drive the ball. That's going to be a really, really hard game for us. Their experience versus our work in progress group should be exciting for us to try to win.
You mentioned work in progress. How much have you been patient with this group and understanding it's going to take maybe some time, maybe a couple months before everything may potentially clicks?
I spoke to Bill today, and I talked about this year will test. This will be the most difficult year as far as my patience is concerned and letting the group grow. And I'm going to probably have to grow with them, with this group. There's a lot of unknowns, but there's a lot of excitement there too. But at the same time, we're going to make a lot of mistakes early, and hopefully by the middle of the season, they're corrected.
Do you see like jumps in them every days, every week?
I have seen a dramatic jump. Now we got to try to stay healthy. Guys have been nicked up, banged up a little bit, which is expected around the country. But I've definitely seen our freshmen all get better. I've seen Isaiah Jackson starting to get into it. He hasn't played in 18 months. And our guys who were basically in kind of sidekick roles now with Rodney and Kyron and Jalen and Ryan, they're focal pieces now. So the scouting report's all on them. So, we got our hands full. This will not be a season of which you can just give the ball to one of the best guards in the country like we've been blessed the last 3 or 4 years. We're going to have to systematically improve. I think Kyron's ready for that role, but he's got to grow into it. I mean, better. He had a full practice yesterday. He's still a little banged up, but just like any other athlete, we'll sit you if you're injured, but if you're hurt, you probably got to play.
Depth is maybe the strength right now, because as a coaching staff, you can maybe go through different combinations or whatever, or...
I think depth is going to help us, but inexperienced depth is going to test my patience early in our staff. You could have depth, but they got to know what they're doing on the floor. You know what I mean? I think it's a good question, but at the same time, some of our guys aren't there yet. We're just not there yet. Like I said, work in progress is probably the best word to use.
But the inexperience, is that as a coaching staff, do you go through a lot of different combinations where maybe try to see which best one fits or whatever?
It's right here.
Okay, there you go.
There's 18 different combinations on there.
There you go.
Time and score, who has to be in the game, rebounding unit,
defense,
pressing unit, defensive unit, ball screen unit, high efficiency offensive unit. Those are all the things we do early. Like today, we have officials coming in today. We'll have basically a full scrimmage today, putting guys in different situations. So it's an exciting time. The ball goes up for real Friday nationally. We don't have an opportunity to play until Monday. Our kids are excited. I hope our fans are excited as well. And I hope our fans are as patient with our progress and with the players' progress and not want to get there right away.
I was going to ask you about that. It seems as if the ticket sales and interest in the team is quite strong again.
Sure.
You don't have an All-American. It's going to be a great sign and encouraging for you.
Well, I think it goes to the culture of the organization and, the time and energy that our staff has put in to build that reputation, and hopefully we can continue to do that. We're going to have to get lucky in some games in order to win, especially early in the season. We got to make sure we don't turn the ball over. We have to maintain a relentless attitude. If we do that, we'll give ourselves a chance.
You mentioned pressing. Is that still like an important art in college basketball, or is that, be with the shot clock going down 5 seconds, or is it more?
A lot of people talked about it when the first 5 seconds came
Yeah.
out. The guards are too good.
Right.
Not many teams press for 40 minutes. It has to be in your DNA, and at the same time, every game is won and lost in a half court, in my opinion.
After Vermont, you have to play Ohio State. Would you prefer starting off a little easier? Or?
Well, that's what the schedule says we got to do. You don't complain about the schedule that when you put it out there. We know we're going to play a Big Ten opponent for the next 3 or 4 years. I think it's great that we have those games. Unfortunately, we're not playing at the Dunk. We got to go to Ohio. We'll get the best we can. We got to take care of Vermont and see if we get lucky with that game first.
Malik has a ball handler. How has that kind of progressed? Obviously, he came in as kind of a scorer, combo guard.
Another work in progress.
Yeah.
He's got a long way to go. We do a lot of intricate things, and we got to try to simplify it for him. But he's made a lot of progress from where he was when we had him in July.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.